Hello and welcome to Global Geography 12. Today's lesson, we'll be discussing developed and developing countries. You may be asking yourself, what is a developed country? And what is it to be a developing country? If you know the answers to these questions, that's great. During today's lesson, we will be answering the questions to what is the difference between developed and developing countries, and which countries are developed and which ones are not. Let us begin. Defining developed and developing countries. Over the years, geographers have used a number of systems to classify countries in terms of their social, economic, or political structures. One of the earliest systems used the terms First World, Second World, and Third World. The First World referred to the highly industrialized and democratic nations of the Western world. The term Second World was used to describe communist countries such as the USSR, China, and East Germany, which had communist governments. The third term was used to describe less affluent and less industrialized countries. These countries had low economic development, widespread poverty, high population growth, and a generally low standard of living. Today, the most common way of categorizing countries is to refer to them as LLDCs, the least developed countries, LDCs, less developed countries, and MDCs, most developed countries. Least developed countries, or LLDCs, are defined as a group of countries identified by the United Nations as having a very low per capita income, low literacy rates, and few manufacturing industries. Our LDCs, less developed countries, are defined as a group of countries characterized by low industrial development, low per capita wealth, and high population growth. More developed countries, or MDCs, are the wealthy industrialized countries. Examples of MDCs, LDCs, and LLDCs. For MDCs, or more developed countries, we find 47 countries which fall into this category. The countries, which I have highlighted in yellow, are countries we have most likely heard of. We have Canada, United States of America, USA, Germany, Israel, United Kingdom, Japan, Australia, Russia, France, Spain, and Ireland. For our LLDCs, or least developed countries, we find 35 countries which fall into this category. Again, I've highlighted in yellow the countries we have most likely heard of: Rwanda, Haiti, Madagascar, Afghanistan, Ethiopia, Bangladesh, and Nepal. Our LDCs, less developed countries. The less developed countries, LDCs, are the remaining countries that do not find themselves on the MDCs and LLDCs list. To only name a few, we find on the LDCs list Tuvalu, Zambia, Myanmar, Comoros, and Senegal. To conclude, what have we learned from this lesson? What does it mean to be a developed country? A developed country is classified as an MDC, more developed country. This means these countries are amongst the richest of the industrialized nations. What is the difference between a developed and developing countries? Developing countries, as we have learned, are divided into two categories: LDCs and LLDCs. The LDCs are countries with little wealth, high population growth, and little industrial development. LLDCs are countries with low literacy rates, very low per capita income, and very little manufacturing industries. Now I would like the students to refer to the next slide for a small assignment. Students' assignment. For this assignment, students must locate the highlighted countries from the previous slides and label them on the map provided. Locations do not have to be exact, however, they should be within the general area of where they are found. Good luck, and see you tomorrow in class.